Just gonna get a sip of my water here. Clear our space, give it a few moments, see if any friends want to hop on with us. Since this is an impromptu live, still have all my decks out. I just finished recording a message for members only for the Patreon community. So I like to hop on here, say hello, invite any friends to join us in there. If you feel called, if my energy resonates for you, the messages sing to you, speak to you, make sense for you, you could join us there. Link for the Patreon community. Four of Wands and the Magician. We love to see it. Link for the Patreon community will be all over pinned comments, description box, basically on all of my videos. And I am available for personal readings. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, either routinely or for a one and done session. Some people that all it takes is one session, you know, they just need someone to bounce something off. Whatever you're needing, just drop a comment. Reach out and I'll be in touch. Restoration, you know, balance, allowing ourselves to rest, understanding rest is productive as well. And Four of Wands, union with ourselves, celebrate what we have learned, how far we have come, our growth along the way. Celebrate our, you know, I'm thinking of the Magician and the Four of Wands that we had when we split the deck. Celebrating our ability to use all energy that is sent our way for our good, right? Alchemy, transmutation. Turning everything, even something that could be harmful, hurtful, and using it for our good, for our benefit. Not only for our benefit, but alchemize it, you know, use it to serve the collective here. Empowerment, Empress. The things you have lived through, the experience you have, no one else has that experience and that wisdom, for no one else has lived your life, even if you have similar experiences. No two individuals are the same, and so therefore no life experiences are the same. What more can we know on that? Sharing our message, sharing our soul gifts, sharing what we are uniquely here to share and serve with. Just saw 222 here. Let me get a little clarifier on this Four of Pentacles, because that's like being guarded, holding on, being fearful. But when we understand all things are temporary, right? It's like from one of my recovery books. I was just speaking on this in Patreon a bit. Check in with yourself. Do you believe in loss or do you believe in life? And if you believe in life, you understand that every loss, you know, two sides to every coin. Every loss also has a win in it as well. You maybe just don't see the benefit yet. You know, it might be a bit before you see that benefit. The High Priestess, Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands, 7-7 here. So trusting those intuitive hits, right? Like it can be overwhelming. Sometimes we receive all of this inspiration, all of this guidance, all of these ideas. So returning to yourself, you know, that Four of Swords energy, restoration, rest, pause, so you can reconnect with yourself, get real clear in your inner world so you can decipher what is fear, what is intuition, right? Energy. It's all energy before we see it, you know, and that's determining what that energy is. Where is this energy coming from? Is this a feeling of urgency, or is this actually an inspired hit? And being brave enough to, move forward when we are called to do so, but also being brave enough to say no, to quiet the voice of doubt, to move through fear, you know, knowing how to self-soothe. Ten of Pentacles, this is Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, Three of Cups, Death. So this is death of the old versions of ourselves, releasing those masks, releasing who we were not in order to celebrate our growth, celebrate who we have become. This is fast-moving energy, and this is success for all. Ten of Pentacles energy. Yeah, legacy vibes, but understanding that as we heal, as one of us, you know, as we each heal and call back our power, we inspire others by way of energy, by way of leading by example to do the same. Expect the unexpected energy. Five of Swords. This could be that overthinking, right? We were speaking on this in Patreon, how uncertainty and confusion are not the same thing. So this is confusion, putting down that confusion, that Five of Swords energy, and uncertainty allows us to be open. Page of Cups is like expect the unexpected, when pigs can fly energy. Beautiful energy for this Uranus and Gemini that we are in now for the next 7 years here. But expect the unexpected, return to your center, continue to, you know, Find that feeling of 10 of Cups energy, that inner sun, inner source. Return to your center, quiet your mind, make restoration, rest is productive. If you are caught up in that overthinking energy, make rest your priority until you're feeling clear. No amount of action can make up for misalignment. And so even though especially when we're in that overthinking energy, the urge to move forward is strong. Your best bet is to get aligned, to get to a space of quietness so you can decipher again what's intuition, what's fear. And so we aren't just pushing ahead doing something because that anxiety tells us that doing something is better than nothing. We know that's not the case. And if we can, quiet ourselves, soothe ourselves, we end up deterring situations that we would have had to recover from or heal from later. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. Truly knowing what is worthwhile, what success and abundance means to you, making that your priority, being laser focused on that, and eliminating the competition, not allowing outside voices to deter you. No one knows you better than you. That's that Empress energy, sitting in our throne, staying in our own lane. The overthinking, that Uranus and Gemini energy for the next 7 years is going to be an overwhelming amount of things coming at us from the external, which can lead to that overthinking if we're already in a space of depletion. And so self-nourishment, self-care. Anything else we need to know on maintaining our center here? Focus, darkness, and boundaries. Yeah. Focus on what you are birthing, building, moving towards that empowerment energy. Implement boundaries. And, to protect your energy so you aren't feeling depleted. Implement boundaries to eliminate that anxiety, that overthinking. But also here, this darkness, allowing yourself to pause when needed and not allowing the darkness, darkness doesn't need to make you fearful. We've been led to believe that darkness is scary, but it's the void, it's fertile ground. Darkness is where all things are birthed. Without darkness, there would be no light. There would be no need for light. Trust where you are experiencing, and know that you don't need to change it. Right? Accepting where you are is the key to moving forward. And again, there's something to learn here. Everything can be our teacher if we're willing to allow information for us here. And again, if you're needing something, please reach out. If you want to be notified when I go live again, be sure and subscribe to the channel. If you're catching the replay, you could drop a comment and say replay. Well, there's 3, but we're going to go with it. I like the number 3. I let go of fears that are stored in my soul. The divine is always supporting and guiding me. There's our owl spirit. We see clearly now. And I release energy that is blocking my vibrational flow. Beautiful. I love those full circle moments. Yeah. And that energy that would be blocking our flow would be that overthinking, and when we trust that we are always divinely guided and supported, we feel safe enough to take that pause. And again, remind yourself, if you're feeling uncertain, uncertainty is the beginning of everything, right? The end of everything is the beginning of everything. So something I shared on Facebook like last year, and it showed up in my memories last month. But yeah, being unsure just means you are wide open to possibility. So don't shame yourself for that. There are many that believe they know where they're headed, that are so certain. What is that? Like, the sign of true wisdom is the willingness to change your mind. And there are many that are set in their ways, unwilling to change their mind. But it's going to be a lot more uncomfortable for those that aren't flexible and willing to be adaptable and make a change. So, think of like a tree in the wind. It bends, it sways, but it doesn't break. So allow that to be you. Be like the tree, rooted, grounded, so you can, deep roots, so your leaves can grow high, but also being flexible, adaptable. So anyways, not allowing the wind to blow you off your path, blow you off your center, With that, I'm sending so much love, wishing you a beautiful week, and see you all soon.